This picture.
Yeah.
I bless the memes down in Africa. Oh my god.
This will all be recorded forever.
Oh, okay, we're recording.
That's what happens when I say we're live. Not just saying, wow, good job, we're alive, everybody.
Okay. We are alive, and welcome to
That's good.
our very, very regular post-birthday episode, because every episode's technically post a birthday, because it comes after a birthday, and since we're like normally 6-7 people, there's a lot of birthdays around. Last time on the exciting adventures of the Court of Bay, you guys drank the Kool-Aid. I mean, took the mantle. And exited, having discovered that the Emperor knows you have the mantle and is actively trying to kill you, sending a lot of resources towards trying to kill you, and up to and including the voice. Deciding to run, you guys teleported around the Empire a few times and then ended up at the borderlands of the Desert of Ruha, just so that the divination magic would have a lot more trouble finding you. You are going to meet Saramin's Drago Daddy at a lovely border town. You were also considering what you guys were going to do, since you had a few days to be on the run before you went and saved the Black Summoner and started what I can only describe as your very busy day. Because helping the Black Summoner, trying to prevent a civil war, maybe trying to find the Emperor and kill him, maybe going to the vaults of the Emperor and trying to figure out if the Phoenix Crown is actually there and what it has been doing. You know, the big questions that have been left unanswered up until this point in the campaign. Now, you guys are currently flying on a bird that is sleeping through high above the Desert of Ruha. You are to meet the Twilight. Let's see. Need to make sure I get his exact and full title ready.
Okay, good.
Because Yazadul, the Twilight Keeper.
Oh, I thought it was going to be longer than that.
No, I just want to make sure that I had the name proper. Yes, I know it was like Yaza, but I didn't know if I was doing
Yaza Dabadoo. That's our guy.
Yeah, Yaza. Please don't make him any weirder than he already is.
And this is the thing we've been waiting for this whole time, since the first time we met this character, to just hear more of that good Gilbert Gottfried voice.
I imagine you guys are going to want to keep the conversation going so I can destroy my voice.
That's right.
I have yet to be in a session to hear this, so I am very excited.
Okay.
Oh, no.
I just realized that I needed to update. Update my 4 pillars handout. Now, it takes some hours to... Well, it actually takes, like, about a half a day to get to the border town. Because you guys are leisurely flying on a sleeping bird. Well, sleeping for part of it. Below you, you notice... I would have you guys roll perception checks.
Oh boy.
My cherry tomato fell in my dip. It's the saddest thing I've ever encountered.
First world problems.
It is a first world problem indeed.
What none sees what even Moscas cannot.
Oh no.
We're all the 35 to 37 range.
Okay,
You
all
rolled
of you
poorly.
decided. The vast majority of you gaze down upon the desert and you realize the desert is moving underneath you. It's subtle, but you do believe that I guess the ground movement's consistent with the big worms of Ruha. It's kind of below you. It seems like your presence has not gone unnoticed in Ruha. You also notice to the south the beginnings of a sandstorm off in the far distance. You're high enough that you can just kind of see part of the desert is just a wall of sand, but it's very far away. It's kind of hard to estimate on top of the bird, but it's far. But still visible, so it can't be that far. Now, you can roll a spellcraft check or a knowledge nature. If you want to know more.
Just because I've never done nature, I'm gonna do that. And I have a rather high nature.
Damn, yeah.
Okay. Lalara, despite the fact that she's only seen sandstorms around now, notices that this is no... While there might be a natural sandstorm that this was based off of, this has been magically enhanced and altered. You suspect someone is controlling the weather, creating a giant sandstorm to your south. Historically, you've known that Ruha has had terrible sandstorms hit armies that they do not like. Invaders and otherwise to make this invading the desert.
Are you saying they don't like us? Rude.
The sandstorm isn't approaching you, but it does seem to be brewing. As you watch over a few minutes, you notice the sandstorm is getting larger and taller and wider as you look, as what can only be magic is whipping it up into a frenzy.
That doesn't look good.
We should probably find shelter soon.
How tall? Like,
You're close to the...
Can we fly over the sandstorm?
Oh, yes. And the sandstorm isn't approaching you.
Okay.
Oh.
It's just, you know, your characters would obviously notice it being created.
Wonder who it's going after.
You notice, off in the distance, further into the Empire's non-Ruhanian borders, the border town. A defensive bastion, a gateway between Ruha and both the endless plains of Xantar and the floodplains of Mun. It is where it still looks like it's in the middle of a desert. It still looks very desert-like. But you notice that it's actually on a rocky outcropping. It's on like a rocky hill. And it's elevated quite far above the desert below. And that there appears to be a artificially created rock road that leads north from the border town into the plains of Xantar and the plains of Mun. So you realize that this whole hill was likely artificially created as a fortress / staging grounds into the desert of Ruha. as you approach, Saruman. Oh yeah. You finish eating whatever you're eating.
Okay, I can take a break. I'm good. I have like
Okay.
3 pieces left, so.
Okay. 3 pieces of cake left? My goodness.
No! Sushi! God damn it, Ian. Pay attention.
You hear a telepathic whisper in your mind. It can only be the Twilight Keeper.
Woo!
My child!
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I am disguised as a lizard person at the outskirts of town. You'll find me south of the border town. I am at a fish stand.
Why would you buy fish this
Oh my
far
God.
from the ocean?
I will be waiting here. There is no one else.
All right. But what's underneath us? I thought that was you.
As you get close to the town, you realize the rumblings underneath you actually kind of swerve back south. It seems like there's some kind of border they won't cross. The sandstorm, however, is getting bigger.
Well, I tell the party we're supposed to meet my dragon daddy, I guess.
Do you actually use that precise term, or
Yes, let's make
Okay.
everyone feel uncomfortable.
I'm not uncomfortable.
You're into some weird shit then.
Well, he's really into his own dragon daddy,
Yeah.
and Kane has a dragon mother.
Dragon Mama.
So, dragon mama. Okay. You start flying, and you notice south of the town, on the single, lonely, unkept road into the desert of Ruha, there is a stand. It's very out of place. It has a wooden table, a series of okay, let's get this started.
So, I have this concern that maybe we moved the skull to where Lalara is from, and
Oh.
then we brought Lara's hometown down here.
You
And
know
left
what?
the
I
skull.
think you're entirely right.
Actually, where the hell is the skull? It's still in the capital? Yeah, it's still in the
Okay.
capital.
There.
Not that Lalara can't be the figurehead for
For your
the
little
6
group.
stack. Is that what we're still going
I
with?
think we're going 6 stack.
6 stack, okay.
I had something else at
Okay.
one point that people liked, but I don't remember what it was. So
Okay.
I will have you ignore the golden lotus popping up. And here we are. The sandstorm starts reaching you, starts advancing as you land down next to the black-scaled lizard. Oh, let me turn down this. It's a bit too loud. It's supposed to be ambiance, not overpowering. There's a black-scaled lizard folk dressed in nothing but a loincloth.
This is actually a
In
great
front of
disguise.
him is a table filled with fish, or what could be generously described as fish. All of them are in different states of rotting, and more than a few of them are skeletal.
why wouldn't you salt them?
You actually realize that the lizard folk also has a kind of a velvety hat. He has a velvety hat to evidently try to denote that he's some kind of merchant. But he has a loincloth and no other clothing, and is at a table of rotting fish.
I guess this is a good way to get some privacy. I mean, the smell.
He goes, "Well, welcome to my fish shop. Would you like to buy my wares?" He waves a scaled claw over the decaying fish.
Kong is gonna eat some fish. Kong asks for a copper coin from Onat and pays with it.
He seems surprised that you're actually giving him money, but he takes it and then
Kong.
puts it down on the table because he has nowhere to put it.
You can put it in his loincloth.
Kong expertly sears the fish, finds the least terrifying and rotted fish, sears it with his burning hands, and then goes to town. Do I need to roll a con roll or something?
No.
Yeah, these
Kong
monkeys
has a
can-
once a day can use burning hands.
Yeah, these monkeys naturally cook their food, make dishes. They're actually really, really, really smart.
Okay.
So effectively, a jet of flame overcomes the least rotting fish. And you actually notice now that some of these varieties are actually only found in the. Actually, no. Roll a knowledge nature check, people who want to.
Okay. maybe I'll-
Nature!
Okay. Lalara, since
Nope.
you are definitely.
Ha! Sucks to suck. Sucks to suck times 2!
Alexander, you would add your intelligence bonus, which is
Walls.
not small. Both Alexandra and Laura. No, sorry, Laura and Saruman. Notice that most of these fish are actually only found deep underground in the Underdark.
Oh, Underdark fish. That's probably good for a monkey.
You then have the realization that probably the Twilight Keeper spends most of his time down there. And that's probably how he got the fish. You don't actually know how he got this fish.
What's
Maybe
under
he
here?
robbed another merchant or paid for them or threatened them with their life. Regardless.
Saruman just kind of stares at the fish and at him.
What is the Underdark?
The Underdark is effectively a layer of civilization not very well known to the surface world. That's very deep underground, and it's where a lot of strange types of dwarves, elves, aberrations, and monsters like the half-elf, half-spider people that you fought in the archives. They come from the Underdark. And so you guys have a vague idea that the deserts of Ruha have connections to the Underdark and trade with it. And you guys know that the Baelnorn has to fight things from the Underdark to keep her lair, I guess, safe. As he notices you glancing at the fish and glancing at him, the Twilight Keeper smiles. And it is, you don't know if just the Twilight Keeper doesn't know how to do a nice smile, or if all of his smiles are this kind of smug and malevolent, or if this is just how he is.
Oh, I know how to check.
How's business going?
Absolutely terrible until today. Okay. His smile is smug as fuck over something. You don't know what it is,
Moscus
but
asks,
it seems
"Why
like it's a
s-"
message. It's a message being sent to Saruman.
Oh, okay.
You don't know what that message is, but he is pulling some mind game stuff. So he goes, "This copper is the first copper I've had a living being willingly pay for any fish that I have ever, well, tried to sell." He puts the fish down. He puts the copper down. Says, "Well, there was one time I had a ghoul buy my wares, but I don't really count that because I ended up eating the ghoul. And, you might," he points towards the monkey, "you might be my first repeat customer. Now," he sort of points south towards the sandstorm that is a lot closer than it was once before. "That wonderful Rouhani shitstorm that's about to hit is a perfect cover for what we're about to discuss. Because part of the deserts of Ruha, part of the sand, is the little flecks of magical radiation that helps block divination magic. The sandstorm will be great cover so that the Emperor doesn't know where to kill you. Probably. There are ways he could otherwise find you. So," he smiles and opens his arms. Serve, you suspect he might be waiting for the sandstorm to hit before he turns into, like, a draconic form. "What can this old lizard folk do for you?"
Aside, I'm here for blood, right?
You're
Blood,
here for everything.
tears, and
Claw.
a bit of his claw. You're here for the, 3 different body parts.
Cool. I guess that's what I say. I'm here for 3 different body parts.
Ah! So you finally found all of the books. And you didn't even give them all to me. I suppose, since the others have granted you their obvious blessings and made you part bastard hybrids, that I should have my own on the future ruling council of this empire. But you must understand that I like my body parts and fluids. And there is a certain price that I'm going to extract. It's easy. It's not going to be something that will end in someone dead, likely. But what I'm most interested in is a truth. He smiles, and the smile only grows wider. And he goes, "Come down here, Saruman."
All right.
As he come down, he goes, "There are many words that could be used to describe the various subtype of inferior elf creatures. But one of them I have a particular taste for. Drugi." As he says that, you guys can roll. I guess it would be knowledge local or knowledge arcane. Ah,
Knowledge Arcane or Knowledge Arcana?
Arcana. You're right on calling me out for that.
I didn't know if there was two different ones.
No,
That
it's
would be-
perfect. That would be something with what you would find in a White Wolf system. Fucking World of Darkness. So, Tiamos has heard the term used before in describing things related to the Drow. Lalora knows that the word means deep or dark elf. Deep and dark mean the same thing in the ancient language that it is first made in.
What was the term? Druth?
Druki. So... Now, ever since I gave a little of myself to Saruman, I have learned something interesting. Now, would you like to tell them, or should I tell them, my dear?
You seem to be having more fun than I would.
Well then, the show continues. The sandstorm hits. But you find yourself, like, as it hits, his form moves from being the small lizard folk to his big-ass dragon form. And now rumbling, but still in the Gilbert Gottfried voice. He goes, "Dearest Saruman here isn't a regular kind of elf or a half-elf, as she pretends to be, but a Druki."
Oh, dang.
His smile has only grown wider as his head is now as big as, like, a Kane. Not quite that big,
No.
but his head is right. His head is like the size of, like, 2 horses put together.
Okay.
So
Damn.
it's a very wide smile. Now, one thing I haven't been exactly able to find out is why you're on the surface. I have several theories, and I even talked a little bit with our favorite outrageous gossip, Cadalatrix, who told me to do the fish stand thing. But I want a little piece of truth for me giving you my bodily fluids and making you one of my family. Why are you on the surface?
Well, the reason I'm here is no longer what it was when I originally arrived. There's no way to sugarcoat it. I was here to destabilize the Empire. Maybe kill a few people.
Okay.
But that was hundreds upon hundreds of years ago. I'm not active anymore.
Oh.
I haven't been for
I thought we had changed your mind with the kindness of our actions.
And how long were you active? Question mark.
Well, I was actively working towards what I was supposed to be doing for like 10 years. And then kind of, let's just say it's better up here than it is down there.
Yeah, I believe that.
I got comfortable.
No one
When
came after
were you
you?
going to tell me?
Well, I consider that phase of my life over, so I didn't see the point of sharing.
It's fair enough.
I was kind of young back then, you know.
Alara doesn't seem surprised.
Does that answer your question?
Oh, and the other thing. How did you so masterfully disguise yourself? The Emperor's court is filled with people who snoop so readily. And yet, even with true sight, I cannot see your form.
So, as an aside, how would I explain how I did this?
Okay,
Because, like,
so there, everyone, there is a class in Pathfinder called Vigilante that allows you to have two identities. She has one level of Vigilante.
Oh my god.
That has boosted her disguise check with a certain magic item into the low 60s.
Jesus.
And so, effectively, you have a procedure that changes what your alignment looks like, changes your appearance, changes your racial subtype. You can give a vague explanation of this technique, but knowing about it doesn't actually allow you to replicate it. It is fundamentally kind of a strange supernatural ritual that you have uncovered.
yeah.
It looks fascinated. This is one of the only times you've seen something other than disinterest, arrogance, and malevolence from this thing. It looks fascinated as you describe it. And it goes, wonderful! It means that almost anyone can pretend to be anyone. There's probably multiple sleeper agents in every major town. Maybe not. It seems like they put a lot of effort into you and then forgot you.
Yeah, I don't know if my handler's dead or not.
Ah.
But
Ooh. It seems to think about something. And then it goes...
The Rouhani would freak out if they knew about this. They need all of that information so badly they would do anything for it.
Ian,
Yep,
can I talk to you super quick? Aside.
of course.
Yeah.
From
Gasp.
everyone?
Like, gasp.
Gas.
Fucking vigilante. God damn it. And I never got to try even once to see through it.
I need to vacuum my desk.
Jesus.
It's just kind of dusty. Dusty.
And here I thought we were gonna have a sudden boss fight with a dragon.
Apparently not. We would have lost that fight.
No,
Okay.
we would be fine.
What's this?
Nothing.
Where were we?
So the Rouhani taking
Oh yeah,
of that information.
yeah.
So about that. They can't track me when I'm in my elf form. The only way that they can find me is if I'm a drow.
Wow, that's useful.
And the thing is, I was a drow last week.
Oh.
So I think this sandstorm might have something to do with that.
But
Why were you a drow?
but you're not a drow now, so how would they know where you are now?
in the forest capital last week. auction last week. Spent some time in the capital last week.
Yeah.
Did you just like get bored of being an elf?
Well, we had that problem with that general, and you guys weren't taking it seriously, so I kind of took it into my own hands.
Oh,
Oh.
he's dead, isn't he?
Or he will be very soon.
So why'd you switch to a drow to do that?
I was trying to protect all of you.
Oh well, that's
If I was being
sweet.
scryed, and if I did it as myself, they wouldn't connect it to me, and therefore to all of you.
Ah, so they can track you as an elf. They just can't track you between forms.
Well, like the Underdark can't track me as an elf. They can't
Oh,
find me.
okay. I see.
But everyone else
Everyone else can.
they can track a certain form, but not the other.
Right.
And
okay.
I just assumed that it had been so long that they had forgotten about me, but
Super wrong.
yep.
So they're hired their Rouhani to come chase you now? Is that the sandstorm?
Yep.
Well,
The Shadow
Oh,
Dragon
good.
kind of Yazadul says, "Oh, don't think yourself so important. I showed myself to the Rouhani so they would try to kill me and send a sandstorm to cover their tracks. Or it could be them, some ancient grudge trying to kill you. I don't know. Maybe they'll try to kill both of us, but that's kind of laughable.
should we leave, or are we gonna stay here and fight?
Oh, well, I'm going to use this to give you the bits. You do the ritual, become my little, I guess, blood and fluid child.
It's a nice ring.
There's literally
And,
no worse way you could say that.
And then we will leave. Because when I do the ritual to make her, I guess, more part of me, she will be turned temporarily into the drow.
Ah.
Uh-huh.
And I don't want you killed out of the gate, my dear. And anyway, I always disliked the main thrust of the drow. Always thought that, oh, we control the shadow, and oh, we have magic of darkness. When really I'm just a being made of shadow that eats undead. I live the shadow, they're merely posers. But that's okay. He reaches an enormous claw and gently taps Saruman on the shoulder. You are not going to be inferior anymore. Somehow that is not as encouraging as you think he was trying to be. But he then takes a chip of his claw with his other claw and places, and he takes the fish and just pushes them all off the table into the sand. And puts a bit of his
Oh no,
claw.
that good fish. How could you?
You notice the copper has remained on the table. He takes takes his tongue out, pinches it, takes a little bit of blood, and then sort of puts it on the table. It kind of maintains some of its surface tension, and it's kind of viscous. And you can actually see, like, veins of black go through it.
This seems like a totally good idea. I'm
And
not
then
gonna
he
regret
takes
this.
he takes a claw and sort of puts it into his eyelid uncomfortably, and then does a drop of the eye fluid. Bon appetit.
Kong
might want
briefly.
your fellows to protect you as divinations are going to start likely happening. And I can't make this an anti-magic field because then the rituals won't work.
Kong pipes up for a moment, and then Onan says, "Oh, okay, I'll translate." Kong begins talking, and Onan begins translating. As she says, "His body is not strong, but his soul is that of the greatest warrior. He also wishes to be less inferior. He wishes at least a drop of blood."
The dragon looks at the monkey. Looks deep into the monkey, and in fact, takes his claw, moves it towards the monkey, and as gently as you think it can, Cole grabs a hold of it and brings it straight up to one of its eyes.
The monkey is staring straight back, unafraid somehow.
I need everyone to roll will saves as he unleashes the true draconic fear aura presence. Those of you actually,
Oh, I'm fine.
the only peer, Mozgus
And Akane.
and the monkey are the only ones that need to make the will save because they don't have the dragon subtype.
Ah.
I don't need to make... It's a fear effect?
It's a fear effect. Yeah.
Yep, don't give a shit.
So just the monkey. All right.
Alexander, you are immune because this is you have the scales of this guy.
True.
All right, come on, monkey. You can do it. That's not very good.
No, it isn't.
It's not good.
The monkey tries to like get out of its grip, and it just keeps it there. And then he goes, "A fierce warrior, eh?"
The monkey wants to try again.
He then turns to Onan and goes, "If your monkey survives 5 minutes, I will give him part of my body." And then he just shoves the monkey down his throat.
Okay. Interesting.
Frosty,
Mm-hmm.
other channel.
Oh, God.
That's what he gets.
I'm gonna grab some cherries.
Oh, okay.
Woo, cherries.
Man, a lot of talking on other channels today.
Yeah. Well, like, I wanted to confirm some stuff.
Oh,
with
yeah,
you,
yeah.
Because we decided this, like, 4 months ago. Well, we decided how we wanted to do this 4 months ago. Time is weird.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He turns to the rest of the party, having eaten Kong. And he goes, "Hey, the creature will be back in 5 minutes. If it is alive, is up to it."
And if not, can I still reincarnate? That's sort of in the game plan. Yes,
It
this
thinks
is
about it, and it says, if you can, you'll have the body.
okay.
Did it die?
Don't know yet.
It's an
No,
interesting
none
test.
has no fear.
I didn't see you eat Saruman for her test.
Oh. Well, he gives
Excellent.
a bit of a sniff. You guys can he's doing a theatrical over the top sniff. He goes, "This one has enough blood on its hands." It does not need to prove itself. Sorry, her. Sometimes I forget genders of lesser races.
Oh, actually, here's what I'm not going to do. She's going to take form of the dragon too right now, saying it's increase her health to increase the monkey's health.
Okay, you're gonna just be a dragon. Okay.
Link through the plains, her increased health raises
You
the
don't know
monkey's
exactly
health.
where Kong is, okay? Don't
Yeah,
blame
that's
him
true.
too much. But you can still become a dragon, hoping that it will help.
The monkey now has 13 more health.
Shh. Okay.
That's impressive.
Just suddenly. Dragon.
That's only dragon 2, not 3.
Oh.
Yeah, not that impressive.
No, you don't
Okay.
care that much about the monkey.
No. We're going to have a fight later.
So the sandstorm rages, and the dragon sort of says, "Perform your rituals. I will see with my own eyes your drow skin, bone, and soul." It takes the table and gently pushes it towards Saruman.
Alright, let's get going.
Let's get her done.
You guys prepare for the rituals. You've done this many times before, but this is an odd circumstance to do it.
Can you shield
It
us
takes-
with your wings a little? It's a little
The wings come forth and pretty much engulf the party.
there we go.
It is darker than it should be in here. But then again, it was quite dark to begin with because it's a sandstorm. The sand seems to lessen. And you guys start conducting the rituals. Several minutes pass by as the rituals are conducted, and you notice that Saruman's light elven skin gives way to the jet black of drow, and her hair, which I don't actually know the normal coloring of, turns white because that's how the drow do. The eyes become a deep purple, pupilless like normal elves, but purple instead of black. It's somehow more unsettling. After taking in the rituals, you notice the skin, which is black scales, seems to only grow, thicker and more prominent. The eyes, instead of being pure, solid purple, are now purple with slits. Which is even more unsettling. And the heart one doesn't actually have as big a change. Welcome to you gain the benefits of the various forms. Let's see. Form of the dragon, Pathfinder. I think it's exotic dragon for Umbral. Yep. Okay, so we'll go over the exact mechanical stuff a bit
Okay.
later. but you have access to Form of the Dragon 1, 2, and 3. 3 is the most powerful. 3 allows you to become huge. You do get to use your sneak attack on all of your attacks if
Oh,
you're
sweet
flanking.
lord.
So you bite, 2 claws, a tail slap, and either a gore or 2 wings. So it would be 2 wings because you don't have a gore because you aren't an Imperial Dragon. So, but you don't have your crazy crit chance.
Okay.
So you'd have to live with that. You, as the ritual is conducted, and her drow, she's in her drow form for all of 5 minutes. You notice her start performing the ritual to turn back into the elf. And as she starts doing that, the Yazadul opens his mouth, and a monkey's body falls out.
Oh boy.
But then Kong, one of the arms starts raising up and gives a thumbs up. And
Of
then
course
falls
it does.
again. You realize that Kong has been exposed to a very large amount of negative energy. The dragon peers down in his kind of cloak of wing, in his cavern of wings that he has created, and looks deep at the monkey. He then goes, "Huh! A scale for your little one. I believed he would have died." The scale rests on Kong like some kind of... It's a mixture between a blanket and an oppressive weight. The Yazadul just seems amused.
Okay.
Yazadul pokes his head out from the, I guess, cloak of wings and down again. He says, "I believe we have some visitors. You best prepare."
Alright, Kong is, I assume, injured pretty bad?
Kong is at -7 health.
Oh wow!
Okay.
They still gave a thumbs up too.
Wow, that's
That's
that sounds
when
strong.
it's All Might when he like lifts his fist
yeah.
up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kong is scooped up by Dragon O'Nun and touched with a claw and healed for
All
Well,
of his health.
all his health and then some.
He immediately springs up and then, like, hacks something up, and it just seems to be like a shard of negative energy.
Oh, come on, where's your victory dance?
After it hacks up the shard of negative energy, it does as enthusiastic a victory dance as something that looks like it just threw up can do.
Okay.
Okay.
So how much prep we got?
The
How much prep we got? Like a round's worth?
you have a round.
Okay, let me see if I can whip up
Well,
my-
you spent your round healing Kong.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to figure out what my spells are right now. So
I
can
guess
actually do this plan.
am I good to go invisible, or do I have to finish the ritual?
Oh, you finished. Well, currently you're drow, so either you want to finish the combat as a drow, and then do the ritual, or do the ritual and have your comrades defend you as you turn.
If I just stay as Drow, does that affect my other stats?
Technically it would, but I'm not going to bother. Your dex is the same. And you have spell resistance 11 plus your level. And you can cast Deeper Darkness once a day. But none of these are relevant other than the spell resistance. You have spell resistance 24.
I guess I'll stay as a drow then, just to...
Drows are actually like quite a powerful form, but it's not gonna be good for when General Zen gets got.
Does dark vision help with sandstorms?
Not really.
Okay, that's fine.
I can see through stuff.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, you're fancy. That's true.
Anyone who has a gauze mask can see through this.
Oh, kind of can see too. Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
you guys all have blind sense. Pretty much everyone but Mozgus has blind sense 60.
Akane will
I'll
lead me.
I will transform back, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
You start your ritual to transform back. It's gonna take 5 rounds, and it is a flashy show.
A fucking disco ball in a sandstorm would look great.
I would say that it's somewhere in between Kill la Kill and Sailor Moon.
Does the sandstorm song go off? Because we're in a sandstorm.
Okay, time put. Okay, you want
Is that by Darude
Yes.
or something like that?
yeah.
Darude?
Darude.
She's Sailor Dark.
I guess Saruman looks at Tiamos and is just like, hey, can I count on you to protect me through this?
She's better at disguising than you.
Way better. It's the opening scene where everyone's running through.
Why do I not have Maximize spell on my list? Damn it.
I guess Saruman starts basically glow sticking.
Nice.
Because there's like one that takes a full minute to do that like doesn't involve glow sticking, but the glow sticking is quicker.
How did no one ever not notice this?
Well, it's because she never turned back into a
Oh,
drow.
you can just stay. I see.
You can just stay indefinitely in a form, which she did for hundreds of years.
Wow.
Vigilantes are weird. Okay, so I'm going to put every single colored dot on your person because you're disco ball.
Let's go.
Okay, so Saruman is 1 round down her ritual. Mozgus, Tiamos, Lalara, and Shakti's gonna Blood Rage and then enhance her weapon. I will pull up her character sheet.
Bird's gonna be a dragon.
I don't need to change the size.
Is it too big already?
Oh shit.
It should be huge.
It's actually currently too big.
It should be huge.
You're right. Opening the character sheet closed my Roll20. So I'm coming back. Is Sandstorm still playing?
Yes.
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 Well, it's now started at the beginning of the song for me. So, yeah, Bird is slightly reduced.
For once, I can actually hear the music.
You can turn up the music on your own system. I just don't want it to be too loud.
Yeah.
Because I know A, it's annoying if it's too loud, and B, Snake can't really be playing music.
Yeah, it's
or
not like
else-
I'm incentivizing these anyway.
Okay. What is Timo's doing with his round, and what is Lalara doing with her round?
I will rage and cast haste on everybody.
Ooh.
Everyone can take haste and rage if they want. Haste is good for everyone. Rage is good for
Somebody.
people who want to hit some.
I think I will. Hmm. Can I cast Wreath of Blades around my my golem, my Pantherian?
Okay, let me see.
Because
You-
it's technically piloted by my familiar.
Familiar. You know what? I'm gonna say you can because you're targeting the familiar, not the golem.
Okay. I'm gonna do that. How much can I do?
How many daggers?
No, how much can I prepare?
1 turn's worth. So that's like, so casting that spell is a standard action.
Uh-huh.
So if you have a quickened spell, you can do that. But otherwise, you can move, like fly up.
Yeah, we might
Is-
want to separate a little, everybody.
Is going into my giant form a
Standard action.
standard? Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna. Where am I? There I am. Fly, I guess.
Okay. Okay, so now that people have done their turn, Shakti is going to, I guess, be on one of the sides of Saruman to help protect her. Everyone roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Ooh.
How many votes on?
I'm ready to be last again.
That's
Oh,
the spirit.
Moscus is before me for once.
I know.
Okay, so Shakti is... Chelsea, you are not last. Okay, so currently it is Moz, Gus at 31. It is Nun at 30. It is Saruman at 19. It is Laura. Lana! 13. So, out of the sandstorm, they're very hard to see on the ground. But out of the sandstorm are revealed. Sorry, the reveal's gonna take slightly longer than I thought because I need to add little colored dots to these to make it easier for me to manage. Okay. Out of the desert. Come. Sliding along the sands in a strange two-dimensional fashion are what appear to be writings, runes, that are constantly shifting. People can roll a knowledge dungeoneering.
Ooh.
Knowledge dungeoneering.
These are weird as fuck.
That's a new one.
If you don't have dungeoneering, you just do-
You can roll just a 1d20 plus your intelligence.
Good to know I'm staying true to form.
Hey, Ian, have I ever rolled above a 10 on a knowledge check?
Once, I think.
We talk about those times, you know.
The one time that I was knowledgeable about something.
Well, do you have Lore Master?
Yes.
You can just say you rolled a 20. Once a day.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Jesus, man. Also, with knowledge checks, technically you can take 10.
Get wrecked.
But people like rolling, so I don't discourage it. Okay. So, Lalara is the only one who knows much about this because Lalara is the stupidly intelligent one of the party.
Wait. Chelsea, is that your intelligence or your intelligence modifier?
The smaller number.
Oh, I need to do the smaller number. Okay.
I was gonna say, how would she have something so...
I
Hold on.
I didn't word that correctly.
My base is 24. My modifier is 10. What do I do?
Use your 10. It's always your modifier, not your actual number.
Yep. Still good. Still better than everyone else.
Yeah.
You think these are creatures called living runes? You don't know much about them other than they are two-dimensional and hard to affect with magic,
Oh, well.
and can use magic themselves.
Okay.
Unfortunately, you don't know much else because no one had the appropriate knowledge.
Okay. So I just tell everyone magic might be wasted on these.
Yeah, but
Try
see,
to
my
go
ma-
for physical attacks.
No problem.
Okay, but just so you know, your supernatural curses will probably still affect these.
Okay.
So, ding. It is top of the initiative. I'm posting the initiative here. Mozgus!
So, Akane should be able to see. Because she has a Gauss mask on.
Yep, she also has blind sense 60 feet.
Right, but I can't see.
Ah, yeah, she has a Gauss mask.
I mean, as a player, I can't see an enemy.
Ah!
But I should be able
Okay.
to through Akane.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to, because pretty much everyone has blind sense 60, I'm just going to remove the dynamic lighting.
Because he can just do a swift action to see what she sees, and then as a free action end it.
Okay,
So,
so, can you guys see
I can.
the blue rings of writing?
Yes.
Alright, this is a weird enemy. Let's go charging at one, why not? See what happens. I took everybody with me. Put them back.
Pew, 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 pew.
There we go.
So that's your lance.
Yep. Does that hit?
That hits.
Okay, damage.
Okay.
And Kane. Whoop.
Ha. Ha. Okay.
That should also hit. And oh, that's times 3. Shit. Or times 2. It's times 2. So 58 damage. If it matters. I don't know yet.
Okay.
And here's the grapple. I'm just putting all my shit down. You tell me if it works.
The grapple does not work.
Okay. It's 2D.
It's 2-dimensional.
I mean...
As you try to grab it, your attacks hit it and disrupt it. But as you try to grab it, the claw goes through and grabs sand.
Okay, okay.
As you touch it, I need Akane to make a will save. I assume you're going to do your ride check for saves?
Of course.
Good. A flash of one of the symbols solidifies and sort of and glows brightly and unleashes itself on Akane, but you manage to stop it from being able to affect her. You think it was a symbol of fear.
Oh. Huh. Moscus yells over the storm, "Don't get scared!"
It's Onun's turn.
Okay. First things first. Kong, Paladin Pose of Power, making him invincible to attacks of opportunity. He's going to fly to the other side of the blue thing. Let's do a flank. With Onan is going to cast a quickened spell, Splinter Spell Resistance, touching Tiamos and his hammer, and then she is going to launch him as a projectile using telekinetic charge.
I didn't ask for this.
Yeah!
Onan says, I'll do the babysitting, you do the smashing.
Babysitting?
You can't say anything. You're currently you're currently doing your turn. Babysitting? Actually, no, I'm going to let you say something during it. Actually, TMOs, you get to decide if you...
I mean, you're allowed to take a will save on it. I think will save.
I will get launched.
Yay. So you have flanking, you have charge bonus, and if you hit, they take 5 lower spell resistance from then on. You get a free attack. I think they can attack opportunity.
And it does get an attack of opportunity for you, Timos, flying through its range. Timos, what's your touch AC?
My touch AC is...
I know that's not something you want to hear me say.
It's 15.
Insufficient.
Damn, for touch AC?
Actually,
35
wait,
versus
no.
touch AC.
Hold on. That's wrong. It's 14.
Well, the bar to beat was apparently 35.
You take 13 damage, and I need you to make a fortitude save.
Okay.
It's magic, so your anti-magic thing applies. You save. You feel it try to sap your strength as a symbol appears and flashes upon you. But you go through it. You still take 13 points of electricity damage think
Okay.
reduced by 5 because you have electricity resistance 5 from being an acid
Yeah.
heart. Ding.
And then, so my attack hit.
Your attack hit, roll damage.
Okay.
Okay, boom. Does your you aren't doing any elemental type of damage to it, are you?
Nope. Just the physical.
Okay. It is now the red ones. This one's gonna try to come up to your Pantherian golem. It's gonna try to hit it with. Your Pantherian golem gets hit.
What about
Does your
the
Pantherian
blades?
golem? It doesn't have electricity resistance because we switched that to cold.
What about the blades? The wreath of blades?
Oh, the Wreath of Blades. The Wreath of Blades triggers. So I think this is the first time we actually get to figure out what it does. So it's gonna take 64 4-sided dice worth of damage. Okay, so it takes nice rolling there. It takes damage there. It does 18 points of electricity damage to your golem. But the symbol it tries to impose upon your golem doesn't work because your golem's pretty much immune to magic. So it's two things immune to magic. Not immune to magic, highly resistant to magic, fighting each other. The symbol below you, Mozgus, kind of, it shifts slightly, and it then tries to hit you with the touch attack.
That monster. That's a hit.
You take 11 points of electricity damage, unless you have resistances.
Sure don't.
And then I'm gonna ask you to roll a will save. Wait,
Oh.
you don't need to.
Ah, it's fear again, isn't it?
No, it's enchantment.
Ah.
It's mind affecting. You realize it tried to charm you.
Not today. Two-dimensional thing.
Okay. It is now blue. Okay. Comes up. This one. Huh. I need Tiamos and Dearest Monkey to roll me two reflex saves as the circle makes itself into explosive runes, and you guys looking at it read it.
Oh, the poor monkey knows too much. It's his downfall.
Not too much.
Well, once you can actually read explosive, illiteracy is the greatest
Wait,
defense against.
can the monkey read?
Does the monkey have more than 3 intelligence?
Yes, he has 12.
Okay. Does the monkey have a language that it
The monkey
understands?
has understands common, speaks with masters, speaks with other simians.
Okay, it can actually. Any creature with the ability to read written language. Okay, it can read it.
Okay.
Is these things can communicate to anyone that can read written language.
All right then.
You should have just had it take one level of barbarian, then.
That's
It
a
would be totally
3.5. That's a 3.5 thing where barbarians started out illiterate, and you had to spend skill points to become literate.
You. Yeah.
Oh, so dumb.
Alright, roll them bones.
You did. You guys, both of you passed the saves. So if
Really?
you don't
Give
have
me 18.
evasion, you're both taking 18 force damage.
Okay, Kong takes none. If that 18 is an actual save.
Yeah.
Okay.
18 is actually the minimum save DC for this.
Nice.
So
So
You
Kong
needed
takes
to
nothing.
get-
He has improved evasion. There it was. Third time's the charm. Nailed it.
boom. And this is force damage. Yes, fuck you. Oh, none. This one's gonna zap you. It
Oh, boy.
hits.
You sure?
You
Yes, it's touch AC.
You take 7 points of electricity damage, and I need you to roll a fortitude save.
Okay. Shaman, even with her form, she's okay. If she has a full caster, plus 9's not bad. But a 5 is bad.
What? +9's your fort save? Do you not have
Yeah.
magic items and stuff that boost saves?
Nope.
Huh.
Wow. That
I
is
spent all my magic item money on the monkey. Remember?
Yeah, okay. You get racked with pain, and now have a -4 penalty on attack roll, skill checks, and ability checks for an hour.
Okay.
Supernatural stinging pain becomes your life.
Oh boy.
Okay, it's now green because it turns out that they actually rolled all of this. So this one's gonna go over and shoot. It's gonna shoot a ray. It's gonna become one with the road and shoot a ray at the bird.
Not the bird.
Equals 24. Oh no.
Oh no!
What?
God damn it!
Oh, you did it. You did it just as bad the second time.
The second one was good for me, though. I mean, it's all touch attack, so it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Yeah, like these things cannot miss. I don't think anyone has a touch AC of
Nope.
24.
Well,
don't have
they
a
can
monk.
still roll a 1.
We ain't got no monks in the party. That's a
I
problem.
guess I can still crit fail.
Bird takes 15 points of electricity damage
They like electricity damage.
and must roll a fort save.
Hey, that's not too bad.
Is your bird raging?
Yes.
Okay, remember rage does give like a +4 bonus against spells. That's right, cat. Bird is fine.
Hooray!
The circle tried to, I guess, damage its strength. Pose weakness upon the bird.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Not my bird swollenness.
And this circle goes up to the black dragon.
Get fucked, circle.
Wouldn't it
It
get
hits
an
the
attack of
black
opportunity?
Yeah, he is. I'm just resolving this
Sure.
at the same time.
What if it dies first?
It takes you don't know if it hurt Gilbert Gottfried, but you know Gilbert Gottfried is gonna hurt it. I think it's time for me to. No. I brought up its statistics just for this situation. God, where are you?
Weapon.
I have too many. I have too many tabs open. It can't do an attack of opportunity with its breath weapon. If it could, you guys would be like horrifically done. Meow indeed.
Meow, meow.
Okay. So it is going to do a bite attack. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot to roll for its initiative. Oh yeah. So Dragon is going at fuck me, 18. Okay. The best it could.
Wait, the dragon has negative on initiative?
It's initiative's dex based. It has negative. It has like minus.
big
It has,
dude.
Oh, yeah. Fair.
it's a big dude. I think it actually only should be -1, but that's fine. 18 will be the number. So dragon hits with its bite because it's very hard not to. Okay, plus 21, 40 damage. And then, this thing has to roll a fort save. Oh! Yeah, it has to roll a fort save. Or take... plus 15. Fails, it takes a negative level.
Oh, didn't know these things had levels.
Well, it's more like remember levels are hit dice.
That's true.
So it's okay. It is now Saruman. Woo, woo. So you now have 3 more turns of.
Glow sticking.
Well,
Yes.
Vigilantes are always gonna. I'm just gonna think of this. The original Japanese. The dragon just flies up and then just breathes his negative energy breath weapon down. Oh, did they make the breath weapon? Oh, they're gonna take half damage. That's
Wow.
actually no. The top one fails by 1 because it has a negative level. Boom. That's bad for it. Da, 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 dun, 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 dun. Okay, the one attacking Onan takes much less damage. The one that the dragon bit just disintegrates in a flurry of, in this oppressive wave of entropy. The words kind of melt into the sand, and you actually notice the sand is now permanently black, as it has now been infused with effectively the energy of death.
That's hardcore.
What if we should collect
Yeah.
that sand and use it for something?
Pocket sand! Ah!
Sell it on the black market.
When all
Saruman's
the sand's all blowing away.
Saruman and the monkey are the only ones who can touch it safely, because they have negative energy resistance.
The monkey's
I
probably
will-
the only one who can catch
The
it
monkey
and
has
throw it away.
12 negative energy resistance.
Not yet, but soon.
Oh yeah.
Oh, actually, I think the monkey wanted the breath.
Too late now.
Oh,
Oh, actually, the scale works well too. Both of them are overpowered. He's happy to get any.
you should be happy he's alive. So that was
What's he
Dragon.
doing,
It's Lalara, your turn.
Little
It's you
monkey
and your
can climb
golem's
up.
turn.
Okay.
I think I got skipped.
Where
Ah,
are you, TMOS?
I'm between.
You're not
yeah,
on.
I'm
here.
almost-
Yep. Okay. So I'm very sorry. Thank you for pointing out that.
It's probably because
I
you got
did
a
not get
charge
you.
and he kind of.
Yes, you
Oh,
got a
yeah.
charge, and that made me. So you actually TMOs is also
Way back.
there. You're 19. Good. Matt, do your turn, and then Chelsea, do your turn.
Okay.
Chelsea, think of what you want to do for your turn. Oh, so do you have impact on your weapon? The effect of increasing the crit range, or no? Don't think you do. I don't think you have improved crit in this weapon either.
But I do have improved critical.
You do.
Yes, I do.
That is actually serendipitous. Roll your final attack again and see if you confirm the critical. Can these things be crit? I'm pretty sure they can. I mean, they're 2D and they're weird, but amorphous?
Why is that?
Oh, immune to critical hits because it's
Oh, never mind.
2D. No worries. Roll your damage.
Okay. Where's my...
Da-dum, da-da-da-da-da-dum. Okay. Thump, thump, thump. What you're hitting is taking a pretty big beating right now.
Woo.
It's not destroyed, but you can see that the runes and writing are swirling less quickly, and there's now gaps. It's kind of hard to tell how damaged one of these is.
Yeah.
Chelsea, it's your turn.
Okay. I need to bring my pants. So I think.
Since it's your turn, roll the damage for the Wreath of Blades again.
I'm back.
Okay.
Yay.
Okay, it takes 15. Do it.
And then I think the Pantherian has a. Does it have a I-beam? Yeah, there we go.
Okay, so you can either do the I-beam or a bunch of the attacks. The physical attacks. So, looking at your Pantherian Golem, it can do a bite and 2 slam attacks, or you can try to blind a series of magic runes, which doesn't seem to... You don't think you can blind it.
Do it.
Okay.
It's still fire damage, so that's nice. However, you can do the bite at plus 22 and 2 slams at plus 22, so that's 3 attacks at plus 22.
I can do both of those?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
When you're only have a standard action, you have to choose either the bite or a slam. But when you have a full attack, you can do all of those.
Okay, let's do that. Let's do the bite and 2 slams.
Okay, so it's effectively Pantherian going what? Rawr! Biting and then hitting it twice with its claws.
With the bite, can I add on the cursed wound?
Yep, that's the cursed wound is actually automatic with the bite.
Okay.
It always happens when the bite happens. It's
Okay.
actually really nasty.
What does the plus 22 do?
So it's 1d20 plus 22. It's like an attack roll or a save.
I will be right back again.
Okay.
Awesome.
And then it looks like it also has...
And then it's plus
4d6.
22 to the slams. Yep. So you hit with the bite. So why don't you roll to see if you hit with the 2 slams?
Okay.
So the same attack roll. So if you click the box and then
Yep.
press up, you get the same stuff. You hit with all of those. So the bite is 4d6 plus 7. And then the 2 slams are, if you add both the slam attacks together, it's 2d10 plus 14. Or 2 separate rolls of 1d10 plus 7. However you want to do. Nice, okay. 18 damage is Cursed Bite. Okay, and you rolled the same for both. Great, so that is plus 26 additional. Your Pantherian Golem is... its magic is disrupting this weird 2D living runes magic. And it's giving a lot more than it's taking. What does Lalara want to do?
Who wants to get cock blocked from their fight?
You could probably help O'Nun. Or
Okay.
target the one up here.
Green's all yours.
Alright, I'll target green with my ice.
Ice Tomb Hex?
Supernatural.
Yeah. Let's do that one.
Okay. It fails the save. Roll the cold damage as it gets. Ice cock blocked.
I am not remembering what that damage is.
3d10. No, 3d8.
3d8. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm back.
Yay. Welcome back.
Thanks.
Okay, it is now Shakti's turn. Shakti is going to be anime as all hell and do bladed dash behind this one. Not really sure you can actually flank, but she's then going to do her full attack. Dun, 1, 2, 3, and then from the bladed dash. So that's 4d4 plus 44, I think. It does 51 damage. 54 damage. It doesn't take as much damage as you think because it has damage reduction for a relatively obscure thing. So, it is now Mosgus, your turn.
Okay. So, I'm gonna lance it again. I guess it's right in front of me, so I can do a full attack.
Yeah, you could do a full attack.
So 1,
Ura, ura, ura!
3. Don't know if any of those hit.
Ooh. No.
No.
Actually, no, the 27 hits.
Okay.
Because you have a flanking bonus from Shakti.
13 damage.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Does the 25 hit?
No.
Okay. And then Akane is also going to do a full attack. 1, 2.
And while Mozgus rolls out,
And those are actually... Mozgus will, as a swift action, cast Dimensional Blade. Oh, wait. 1 second.
figure out
Yeah.
what is Onan doing. So, what do you want Dimensional Blade to do?
Never mind.
Okay.
And those are hits, so...
Yep. Boom, boom, boom. The writing starts. Actually,
Nice.
the writings dissipate into and kind of sink into the ground, and you assume it's dead because it no longer exists in front of you, but you can't be too sure.
Hmm.
These are weird things. It is now time for Onan.
I'm not just gonna go ham on the thing next to her in her dragon form. Not even that it's her main one. Or actually. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna call Kong back. Kong's gonna do his pose. Kong's gonna move right here.
Okay.
Onan is going to do a quicken spell for Beacon of Luck, which is a knight's buff people could probably use for +2 on all saves. Anyone in that radius. And then she's going to cast regular anti-magic field on the monkey.
Oh.
She's been worried mostly about the voice showing up, so that's the best spell to survive that encounter.
Hit a flying monkey and have the monkey go at the voice.
Yeah,
Wouldn't-
that's
wouldn't the
unusual
monkey stop
technique, but this is
flying?
just
No,
a
the
voice
monkey has
field.
natural fly speed.
Ah.
Yeah,
It's a
forward
legitimate flying monkey.
Okay.
And so
It's basically Momo.
Pretty much.
So with this
With
10-foot
more
range,
explosions.
let me put this in this. Oh wait, can I change the color? Oh, I can change the color. Yes. And this thing is now in the anti-magic field. I don't know if that affects
As
it. I
the
assume
anti-magic field hits it, okay. Normally, it would still be able to do a bunch of stuff because, but
So.
as
Is it a
you
summon
hit it,
creature?
there's a reason why this is going to happen. It
Okay.
dissipates. It just
Okay.
decorporealizes. It just vanishes as
Well,
the anti-magic field hits it.
Okay, I know what Kong's doing his next turn. He's just gonna fly by the whole field. And that's Odin's turn. Actually, 5-foot step this way. Get a little bit further out.
Okay. This one attacking Tiamos is it does a 5-foot step kind of under Tiamos's feet. Tiamos, you don't have spell resistance, right? Matt?
Matt.
Matt!
Matt.
Rip Matt. His internet
Hello.
probably went down. Oh, hey, Matt.
Alright. Nope.
You don't have spell resistance, do you?
I think he said no.
Okay. Well, Matt sinks down into the living writing. Matt, roll an intelligence check.
Okay.
And anyone watching it, roll a spellcraft check.
What is my intelligence? This is gonna be amazing.
Oh, I know what this is.
How come I have a -1 to stealth? What?
Because you love to be seen.
No, what the fuck is
Dun,
this going
dun,
on?
dun, dun,
I still have something active on my thing.
Probably ice body.
Probably your dragon form.
Yeah, my
Or your dragon
form.
form that gives you a negative to dex.
And a size. No, it's no negative to dex, just size bonus.
Tiamos finds himself in a strange Inception-esque non-Euclidean maze.
Oh shit.
To everyone else, Tiamos is just gone.
Did he just get mazed?
Yep.
Ah, get fucked.
Woo!
Both Onun and Laura realize that he has been banished to a maze. He will likely come out in 10 minutes.
Oh, we're stuck here for 10 minutes. Good.
Or he needs to make an intelligent. He needs to be smart enough to go through to get through it.
So 10 minutes it is.
10 minutes.
What happens if I anti-magic field that one?
He's in an extra dimensional maze.
Doesn't really
Okay.
matter.
Doesn't really matter.
So you should still do it.
Yes.
You know. I don't think that's going to help TMS. I think that intelligence check is already showing why it's going to be 10 minutes.
This one, the Pantherian Golem gets an attack of opportunity, as this one goes up to Onun.
And Onan gets an attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Onan gonna gore someone.
Smash the walls, smash.
Is my attack.
Maybe I need Motley Crue's Kickstart My Heart as you try to smash the walls.
Well, that's okay.
Or no, wait. Oh, silly me.
I'm gonna Kool-Aid man the shit out of that place.
Okay, and I realize,
Onan has mistaken it for a Cheerio. It's trying to eat it now. I don't know.
Okay.
16 hits.
A 16 does not hit. I
Okay.
think you need a 27. 26 to 27.
God damn.
They're not... Well, they're two-dimensional. They're not fucking around.
Yeah, I guess.
okay. Chelsea, I need you to roll your Pantherian's bite attack as the circle tries to escape.
Okay.
But that's 1d20 plus 22. The Pantherian's bite misses. AC 28. The two. Oh, none.
Mm-hmm.
You feel yourself slipping away.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Bring it.
As Onun disappears and Laura notices that's it's just mazing people now, trying to do whatever these were sent to do. You don't actually know what they were sent to do. You don't know if this is Rouhani or if this is Emperor.
Alright, where's my int roll? Can I do an int roll?
On
my
your
turn.
turn.
On my turn, okay. And do you know
Okay,
someone?
Saruman. Oh wait, the wall stops.
Hey.
As you continue to try to desperately transform. Tiamos,
Yes.
roll an intelligence check.
Okay.
You are stuck in the extra-dimensional maze.
I attempt to get out again.
You can do that on your next turn.
Okay.
This dragon. He turns to the creature. What would he do most? He already used his breath weapon. It would know all about this. The dragon kind of flies above the circle that banished none. And what is opens its mouth, and out of its mouth comes a ear-splitting shriek. You would think that this is something more that the Dawncaller would be using, but it seems like Yazadul knows what to do. It goes, oh no, I can't do a Gilbert Gottfried-esque yell. I don't know what the hell that sounds like.
Pain.
Ah!
Pure pain.
Okay, it tries a reflex save, it fails. And it will take... Okay. That's fine. Don't worry. The circle that banished none no longer exists.
Oh, that's good.
As the road underneath it and the whole area is just pulverized by the magical scream the dragon let out. Luckily, none of you were in its direct circle. It's trying not to kill you. Isn't that nice? Lalara, it is your turn. The only one that's kind of doing stuff is this one.
Let's do the ice tomb.
Okay. It fails. It gets ice tombed. Okay, you have now ice entombed. And that was actually enough with Tiamos' damage to actually kill it.
Nice.
So, Yazadul lands, kind of curling up around Saruman. Well, with a rather large berth to Saruman and her light show. And it goes, your friends will come back eventually. I do not suspect they're particularly smart specimens, but the maze should ultimately not be lethal.
Here's
Onan gets a tingling, like someone just called her stupid behind her back.
But this maze is kind of mocking you. It does point towards the living room that's entombed. And it goes, I want to know who sent these. Because these are particularly obscure.
Can I roll my save yet? I'm just gonna roll my injury.
Roll your in.
Yeah.
Oh, none! Oh, you did your heroic.
Yes. She heard someone was talking shit.
Oh, none reappears about 6 seconds after she was banished. TMS, just roll, like... you have +1 to your... roll 20d20, and we'll see... and if it's a 19 or... If one of them's a 19 or 20, you come out.
Okay.
Just roll them all in one big dose, 20d20. It takes a while.
The last.
Yeah.
No, not quite the last. 16.
Oh yeah.
About 2 minutes later, TMO pops back into existence.
Glad to see everyone's back.
Yay.
Guys, I have seen hell.
Maze is hell?
Is it confusing?
Yes.
Really not that bad.
I wouldn't think it would be bad either.
That's the two people who actually have a bone above 50% chance of getting out of it in a turn. It's
There
not
were
too bad as long as you're a 10th level intelligence.
There
No,
were
I'd rather-
so
normally have that.
many-
Oh, none is barely above TMOs normally. She just uses Fox's Cunning, which is a gift for God, and
Yep.
whenever she needs to do anything smart. And
There
when
were
it's
so many right turns.
I rather like mazes.
you try taking left turns next time, maybe. You try taking upward turns.
Yazapul goes, you should get somewhere that is safe. I imagine this is not the place.
No.
Why don't you go hiding under the skirts of the Dawn Caller? Or the Baelnorn? Or even the Anvil? I'm sure she knows a place you can just get stuffed.
No, we have more important things to do, actually. We need to go kill the demon inside the summoner. The Black Summoner. Wait, is that today? Is that today? Or is that tomorrow?
That's the day after tomorrow.
The day after tomorrow. Okay.
So you guys have 2 days. So I'm going to end this because Lauren isn't here, and I don't want to do anything really important without Lauren. This was important, but this is Alexandra needed to be here important, whereas the next stuff is going to be like whole party needs to be there.
Woo!
Yeah.
Party.
Party hard. So, what are you guys going to do for the next, like, day? Because you pretty much have today and tomorrow to prepare, and then the next day is going to be Black Summoner, maybe going back to the capital, raiding the Emperor's vault. Some real big heavy shit kind of day.
Mm-hmm. Here's gonna be an awkward thought, but it's still one we have to think about. If the prince has a way into the vault, and the boys can't get into the vault, and the emperor might be in the vault, we've got all the recipe we need to end the war tomorrow.
That's
If
true.
the prince is probably at the border somewhere, so he could teleport to us if we get his attention over here, and then it's just a quick in and out if he's on our side. Or even if he's not, maybe we can just take the mechs from him. The phones.
I
So-
don't trust. Yeah, I don't trust him to not kill us in the process of getting there.
You are trusting the prince to send you to a very specific place, and a goal to not die.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can get on
Because
ourselves.
He could encase you in a golem and then just send you like 1,000 feet below rock and entomb you.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. We
But,
if we didn't have a way
I thought I'd bring
in,
it up.
I would agree, but we can just walk in the front door now.
Not with the voice after us in a few days.
Well, no, but we need to get the like summoner for that anyway.
Yeah.
So
Effectively, you need to just be able to distract the voice.
is Ian a robot for anybody else?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
Oh no!
It's a great time to end the stream. Bye, stream.
Goodbye, stream.